Yeah.
Neha, hi. Hi, Neha. How are you?
Yes, ma'am. I'm good. Thank you for asking, ma'am. How about you?
I'm very well. Neha, today can you see me?
Yes, today I can see you. Yes.
Amazing. Let's talk about
Yes.
public speaking since you said you have your own YouTube channel. Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
let's try out a strategy. I'll give you a topic. You can speak on that topic for 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. Based on that, I'll give you techniques to improve, and you will speak the same topic using that technique and see if that's better.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Let's take the most common topic, social media advantages and disadvantages.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Shall I start? Okay, ma'am. Yes. So, social media, as far as my knowledge is concerned, social media is the platform through which you can connect to different kind of people. And for example, social media includes YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook. So all these are the examples of social media, and social media, people can connect to each other very easily, and this is one of the advantages of today's technology. Those days when people were living distant from each other, so they didn't have any medium to connect to each other. They could not communicate properly with each other. They had to go to the relatives house and friends house to have a conversation. But nowadays there is no barrier. You can contact to your known to person anytime, anywhere. And this is I would say that it's really very beneficial for those people who are elder, who are at old age, and they cannot go to far places to meet their relatives. And through social media we are connecting to not only to our relatives and friends, but we are connecting to different other people also, from different walks of life. And we are getting lots of different kind of things from them. For example, we are come to know about their culture, about their ideas, about their knowledge. We are getting lots of new things from them, and we are getting motivated from them. So it is a very good thing. But having said that, I would say that as everyone knows that there is two sides of a coin. So yeah, it has disadvantages also. People are getting habitual of using it. They are getting more and more obsessed through social media, and they are becoming habitual to use it. And if one day if they one day there is only one day that in which they cannot use social media just because of any reason, so they feel that there is no life, there is something missing in their life. So some people cannot survive without their phone also. If their phone is broke down, if something is going on with their phone, so they feel very lonely. So yes, ma'am. So and people are wasting their time also by scrolling different kind of reels, and they are more possessive. They become more possessive for checking their phone again and again to check that is there any notification in the phone, what is the status of the people, what status people upload their status, so they are habitual of looking at the status. So yes, so these days gradually people are becoming habitual of doing this, and they are wasting their time, and they are getting distracted from their actual path. So it is the I would say biggest disadvantage of social media. Yes, ma'am. I think, yeah, it is from my side. Ma'am, you are not audible, you are mute.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. A few
Yes.
suggestions. When you speak, sometimes you're mixing up the tenses. For example, you started off saying generally about social media,
Yes.
right? And when you
Yes.
spoke about earlier, when people had to go to, their places. So here it was difficult to understand because you had to put the term in olden times or earlier. Without that, you started
Yes.
saying they couldn't. So for a minute, couldn't is in the past tense, right? Either if you are
Yes.
sticking to generally, then say they cannot. Or in the
Okay.
earlier time, just use the phrase previously or in olden days, people couldn't connect or they had to. Yeah, that will be
Mhm.
easy for an audience to understand. Otherwise, they'll switch. What happened? Yeah, as an active
Okay.
listener.
Okay.
Number two, instead of saying various, yeah, like, different repeatedly, try and include
Hmm.
synonyms, multiple, various.
Multi. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
that various, that'll help. Also, third, instead of repeatedly saying important, you can also use vital, essential,
Yes,
these
ma'am.
small changes. And there are two sides of a coin.
There are two sides of a coin.
Not
Yes,
there
ma'am.
is, there are two sides of a coin.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay. These are
Yes.
minor slips, but I'm your language teacher. It's my duty to tell you. Right? It's okay. Now,
Yes.
fantastic. Overall, having said that, everything, your point was up to the point. Great. Presentation skills can improve. You can upscale
Okay.
yourself. Why? You can use phrases. If you want, you can write these down. For example, personally speaking,
Mm-hmm.
as
First.
per my personally speaking,
Okay. Okay.
as per my knowledge.
Yes.
These are
Yes.
some of the sentence starters that you can use. In my opinion, everyone knows. You can
Yes.
also use sequencing words, Neha, for example, firstly, secondly, additionally, moreover, because when you say in points, people remember what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
There's a
I generally
structure.
hotspot. I generally mix up the things, ma'am.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, there's a structure, right?
Yeah.
So it's important. Let's try this topic or some other topic with the structure that we learned now. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Um,
Yes.
since you're a teacher, let's discuss about the pros and cons of the current education system. Teacher's
Okay, ma'am.
perspective. Okay. Use the phrases. Use the sequencing structure. Okay. Start.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Hmm. Okay, ma'am. So first of all, I would like to thank you to give me such a nice opportunity to present my views on education system. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, education system must be very strong, and it is one of the important things that make the foundation of any student strongest. So it should be strongest enough. Secondly, I would like to tell that today's education system is good. I would not I do not want to criticize our present or current education system, but I would like to say that there is the necessity of bringing some changes in our current education system, because nowadays our current education system is completely based on theoretical part, and students are more habitual of cramming. They just want to get maximum to maximum marks just by cramming lots of things. They are not taking it they are not getting education, they are not getting information for implementing the same in their practical life. They just want to cram and they just want to pass with flying colors, because I am noticing that today's there is a uh, hard competition. Every student just think about getting maximum to maximum marks. So I would say that it is not correct. I think we are the people that we can bring changes, and we should do something towards this, and we should make our education system transferred from theoretical to practical, so that actually they can implement all these things in their practical life and they can grow in their life. Because I have also faced this problem. I have learned lots of things from my school life and college life, But when it comes to use all these things in my actual life, so I was not able to implement. Why?
Can you
Because
use
I was on,
firstly, secondly, thirdly? Can you use that sequencing? Yeah.
yes,
Continue.
ma'am.
Huh.
So I found myself that I was not able to implement all these things in practical life. So I would say that it should be um, such a cramming thing should be abolished from our education system. And yes, ma'am. And I think we should give them more and more practical knowledge. Moreover, I would like to say that there shouldn't be any fear of competition. We should make them understand that this is learning. This is learning. If you want to, if you really want to compete anyone, so just compete yourself. You are only the person that through which you can you can with which you can compete and you can grow. So yes, I would like to add. No, yes, this is all about education
Absolutely.
system.
You're good. Refine the endings. End it
Yes,
also confidently. So
yes,
in the
ma'am.
end, you can say, so these are my insights, or these are my
Okay,
take, yeah,
okay,
on the
okay.
current
Take, okay.
education system. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So these
Four
are
is
my insights.
take. Four essential takes, Neha. One is ROS is really fast. You're more worried about, oh, I should speak a lot and I shouldn't miss any point. But you're not
Yes,
enjoying.
yes,
You
ma'am.
should enjoy. That's more important. Remember, it's how you speak and not what you speak. Okay?
Okay,
It's
ma'am.
important.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. When we talk about, I want to have a general conversation with you now, right? So
Okay.
when we talk about the education system, like you said, skill based education stuff, do you also feel the teachers are not equipped to teach also skill based education? They should also be given training to upskill themselves in different parts of India?
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, teachers should be equipped with uh, practical things. Yes, ma'am. They should be able and they should be facilitate so that they can teach them in practical manner. Because
Mm-hmm.
teachers are meant to guide the students. So it is necessary that our teachers should be able to make them understand how to use these things how to use these things practically. So yes, it is also necessary.
It is
Yes,
essential,
ma'am.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Essential. So
Yes, ma'am. Essential.
if so, what strategies do you apply in your classroom to bring out the best in students?
Okay. So whenever it comes to yeah, like reading any chapter, so I
Hmm?
try my best to read the chapter vivaciously, so that they can imagine complete chapter, complete story in their imagination. They can imagine that what is going on, so that they do not need to cram anything, so that they can make their own answers. But
Hmm.
generally I find that students want the teacher that teacher should complete the chapter as soon as possible and just write the answers on the
Mm-hmm.
board, and just they can write it down. Yes, but I
Hmm.
want generally I apply this thing that I try to read the chapter vividly, so that they can understand each and everything, so that they can ma'am, attempt any question from that chapter. And when it comes to grammar, so whenever any new structure stumble upon in the chapter, so simultaneously I try to make them understand that this is a structure and you can use it in your speaking also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, there are different activities or upskilling methods online as well. Like with the help of technology, also students' engagement can be increased, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But I feel that, ma'am, teachers are in pressure for completing the syllabus. So
Syllabus.
we want to implement different kind of activities. but we cannot just
Hmm.
because of pressure of completing the syllabus, ma'am.
Okay, syllabus.
Syllabus.
It's not sile, it's not a. Syllabus. Sylla.
Okay.
Repeat the word.
Syllabus. Syllabus. Syllabus.
Syllabus.
Syllabus.
Yes. Pressure.
Okay, ma'am. Hmm? Yes, ma'am.
Pressure. Pressure.
Pressure. Pressure.
Yes.
Pressure.
Yeah. Yes.
Pressure.
Whenever e sound is there, right? Don't stress it a lot. It's not like many people say temple, tem, temple.
Temple.
Yeah, yeah, temple. Yeah, that's
Okay.
one thing. Uh, Here, I completely agree with you. So I think from the root cause, like the management should include activities as a part of the syllabus, isn't it?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
that
Yes,
if
ma'am.
an activity is conducted in the class, that itself is an assessment. So the teachers are not pressured. Do you think daily classroom activity and improvement on a daily basis can also be judged as a form of assessment instead of just keeping an exam and judging on one day whether the child is learning or not?
Yes, generally we do this, ma'am. Generally we do this. We just assess the child on the basis of one day, that is the
Hmm.
examination day. But we should assess the child for throughout the year, and yes, such kind of assessment should be there. Such kind of activities should be there in which kids can participate and we can assess them so that we can analyze them properly, not only on one day but throughout the year. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you're right,
You know,
ma'am.
I don't know. There is a school in Dubai, I think. I don't know. I forgot the name. Where the teachers at the end of the day, Neha, they just put in marks quickly. It just take 10 minutes, and towards the end of the assessment, click of a button, report card is generated.
Okay, okay, okay.
So it's
And
quite
how?
easy.
Okay,
Hmm.
how come she got the like she gave the marks on the basis of the assessment throughout the year?
Yes, like they have a combination of everyday tasks, how they improved,
Hmm.
like a topic is taught and how they implement it, and they revisit. Like after the second week, they
Hmm.
revisit the topic and see how it's done. So the topic that is to be covered is short
Hmm.
because they want children to learn, even if there are four topics, learn it properly.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
You know? So
Yes,
teachers also enjoy teaching them.
yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
and within school hours, they keep remedial classes where the good children, like not good, I shouldn't say good, the fast learners help their students and the teachers.
Hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Quite
ma'am.
good.
We have studied a lot in India also, ma'am. We have studied a lot of things related to peer study, buddy
Hmm.
study, such kind of things in our like bachelor of education. We studied, but actually
Yeah.
we are not implementing it in our actual classroom. We are not implementing it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm. Absolutely. That is there. Absolutely. Here, but I think with changing time, things are changing for the better. So in the few years, things will be better, I suppose, because there are
Yes,
activity based
ma'am.
learning
Hope.
nowadays. Absolutely. So what is the name of your YouTube
Yes,
channel?
ma'am. Yes. Learn English with Neha.
Learn English with
Learn
Neha, is
English
it?
with Neha.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I
Yes, ma'am.
love the fact that my students are so brave and you put your it takes a lot of courage to put yourself in the public. Hats off to you for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Any
Thank
other
you, ma'am. Thank you.
questions you have, any suggestions you need, please ask me.
Yes, ma'am. As you, ma'am, already caught my problem that I generally, whenever I speak, so my mind is focused on speaking. But should I speak? Like I am more concerned about the content that I should speak this and that, and this and that. I'm not concerned about structuring. I'm not concerned about how to present the views and opinion in a structured manner so that the listener can understand properly without any hassles. So yes, it is my problem, ma'am. So what do you think, ma'am? Should I work on adverbs or
It's not
what
about
only?
grammar. It's not at all about
Okay, ma'am.
grammar. It is about
Okay.
presentation and structure. Remember the phrases I gave you and the sequencing words? Go back to this lesson recording, it will help you. So, continue speaking on different topics based on the
Hmm.
structure. That
Okay.
will help
Okay.
you. Also, listen to your own voice. The more you are exposed to listening to your own voice, your
Hmm.
brain will know what not to do subconsciously.
Okay.
That's important.
Okay, ma'am.
Don't worry, even Lata Mangeshkar doesn't like her own voice. So, so initially, when you listen, don't be too critical on yourself. Okay?
Yes, yes,
Thank you.
yes, ma'am.
Because, and also for vocabulary, learn phrases instead of isolated words. See, my suggestions are a bit different because I'm a Cambridge University certified trainer. So,
Hmm.
reading books and all that is okay. But
Hmm.
when I learned it there in Cambridge, customized feedback is important, is what that was
Hmm.
taught to me, and that's important. Okay, so
Hmm.
do that. It will be good for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. Ma'am, would you please give me only one example for phrases?
Phrases?
Like, how
Yeah,
should I
in my
learn?
opinion.
Yes,
Like, for
ma'am.
example, go to Google and type phrases for different situations or phrases for everyday life. There'll be thousands of phrases. Pick up one and start applying in your daily life. For example, today we learned phrases to give opinions. There are phrases to
Hmm.
give suggestions. So you can use that and give a suggestion to your child or to your student,
Hmm.
applying that phrase.
Okay,
So
okay.
in that way, you apply it in your conversation as well.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So do that.
Yes.
Thank you. And I'll definitely be your subscriber.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this session, Sneha.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was very informative video. Yeah,
Thank
session.
Thank you. Thank you. I shall book with me again. We shall practice on this technique because it needs a
Yes.
bit of hand holding. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Your next
Okay, ma'am.
topic with me should be pros and cons of artificial intelligence. Prepare on it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Sure, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.